Battlefield 6's first month sales were higher than any game since 2022 in the US. Now, this article here is from GameSpot for those of you guys that are wondering. So, let's read what they say over here, and I have no doubt that there's going to be comparisons to Call of Duty because that's what every single article seems to point to. But we'll talk about that more in a second. So, Battlefield 6 is launched on October 10th and didn't need much time to become 2025's best-selling game overall in the US based off dollar sales. Circana released its latest monthly report today, confirming that Battlefield 6 was October 2025's number one best-selling game, and after just 3 weeks on sale, became the number one best-selling game in the year 2025 for physical and digital sales. Well, first, let me pause here for a second. This is for now. Call of Duty's only been out for like 1 week or something like that. So, things take time in terms of to see like what the real comparison is, because as much as I want to see Battlefield 6 take the number one spot, especially by the time the year ends and even beyond, it's still a little too early to tell. So Battlefield 6 is also the number one best-selling game on the Xbox and PC charts for 2025, while it ranks number 2 for 2025 on PlayStation, second to only NBA 2K6. Wow. EA's new Battlefield game also became the best-selling game in Battlefield franchise history in the US for its first month. 2018's Battlefield 1 was a previous Battlefield record holder. In fact, the first month sales volume for Battlefield 6 surpassed the lifetime sales of Battlefield 1. Wow, that's huge. Outside of the Battlefield franchise, Circana confirmed that Battlefield 6 had the highest 1 month US and physical full game dollar sales for any game in the last 3 years. Not since 2022's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 did any game generate more first month physical and digital full game dollar sales. This would seem to mean that the first month sales of Battlefield 6 were higher than 2024's Black Ops 6, 2023's Modern Warfare 3, and every other game since 2022, except Modern Warfare 2. A key point to consider in this comparison, Black Ops 6 was the first game to launch on the Xbox Game Pass, was apparently massively negative for direct sales of the game. Black Ops 7 launched on November 14th, and in a break from tradition, Activision celebratory first weekend post did not include any data about how the game is performing compared to past games. Before this, Activision acknowledged fatigue around the Black Ops brand, given the back-to-back releases on Black Ops 7 in 2024 and Black Ops 7 in 2025. A significant caveat to be aware of here is that Nintendo does not participate in Circana's tracking. Circana previously announced that Pokemon Legends Z through A had the biggest physical game launch in years in the US. So far, EA has only confirmed that Battlefield 6 sold 7 million copies out of the gate, and industry analysts said that the figure grew to 10 million, although EA has not confirmed this. Many are wondering if Battlefield 6 is selling well enough to beat Call of Duty Black Ops 7 this year. That remains to be seen. Thank you. At least this part has common sense, right? Pausing for a second. It's like that part has common sense, because it's like, one game has been out for just under a week, and then this one has been out for like a month. Again, not really taking sides, just being realistic. And many will be looking to Circana's November report coming in December for more information. Keep checking, blah, blah, blah. And that's pretty much it. Then it talks about, well, that's a different article, but I don't know, man. It's Battlefield 6 having a really good start, which is great. The fact that it's surpassed Battlefield 1 is huge, because the Battlefield 1 by the community is said to be like a favorite, like hands down. But Battlefield 6 is definitely doing well. I wonder if that is partially because a lot of Call of Duty players, or a significant amount of Call of Duty players, have jumped ship to Battlefield 6. And that is something to take into consideration. But let's not forget that Black Ops 7 has only been out for a month. So, however, I do think that if there is a year for Call of Duty to be beaten in terms of sales, that's not Grand Theft Auto, it would be obviously Battlefield 6 seems to have the best shot at doing just that. But again, only time will tell, and you never know what's going to happen by the time the end of the year comes out. So by the end of the year when we get there. So but yeah, congratulations to Battlefield 6. A lot of people have been loving it. I think you guys have. You guys have basically told me you've been loving Battlefield 6, but there are also those of you that say that you've also been loving Black Ops 7. So there are people out there that have gone back and forth, and overall, it's been kind of a mixed bag in terms of what people think about Black Ops 7 this year. But yeah, Battlefield 6, congratulations, and I guess we're going to see how the cookie crumbles by the end of the year. So, but what do you guys think? Do you guys think by the time the end of the year happens, you know, whether it's the end of this month or the end of next month, actually, because we're in November, obviously. So by the end of next month, do you guys think that that the numbers are going to be closer, or that Call of Duty ends up surpassing, or do you guys think that Battlefield 6 will continue to hold this lead over Call of Duty? Let me know what you guys think. So with that being said, I thank everybody for taking the time to watch and or listen. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys later.